if you submit them on Monday and call me Tuesday at 10 a.m. asking if I've been able to verify your hours, the answer is no. I will do that on Friday. Because there are a lot of you in this class, but I'm also doing this for the entire campus. So please understand that I'm trying to be timely, just sometimes it gets a little backed up. So again, every Friday, we log in and verify hours. Once they are approved, it will show up in green or have a green checkbox next to it. So if you're just curious to know if they've been verified, the easiest way for you to do that is to log back in, click the track hours at the top of your screen, and then this form will pop back up, and if it's green, you know 100% that it's been verified and you're good to go. If it's still yellow, it means I haven't gotten to it yet, or I have not yet heard back from your community partner or agency. If for some reason you choose to volunteer with an organization that is not pre-approved and you need to track those hours, you can still do that. But again, make sure that you're getting approval for that volunteer project before you submit those hours. In that case, you will select no, that it was not in the system. And it asks you these 3 additional questions. Where did you volunteer? So that's the name of the organization. Who can verify these hours? So this is the name of whoever you worked with at the organization or whoever their volunteer contact is, and an email address that we can use to confirm these hours. Please spell check the email address and make sure it's accurate, because when I approve those, we're doing a large mail merge, so if it's typed incorrectly, sometimes it will take a day or 2 for it to pop back and tell me that there was no one at the other end of that message. If you know that the person you're sending me does not check their email, I recommend in the description box to add a phone number, because sometimes it's easier for me to just pick up the phone and call and chat with someone very quickly. So you can always add a phone number in that description. It just will not let you submit the form unless there is a valid email address in this form. So please double check that. If you forget the instructions that I just shared with you, it is on your syllabus, step by step, so please double check those. If you know that you cannot volunteer on a regular basis and you need to get 10 hours out of the way quickly, you need to start finding something soon. We do have an alternative breaks program that will run over MLK weekend. There are costs associated with these, but it covers travel, lodging, and the program itself. Over MLK weekend, we'll be going to Atlanta, and we'll work with Special Olympics here in Dalton, as well as Hands-On Atlanta for MLK Day. And then over spring break, that trip is significantly more expensive, but all students pay for is their flight. And we're going out to California working with a camp that works with children with severe medical illnesses. And so Student Life will pay for lodging, group meals, and things like that on it. So if you're interested, the alternative breaks tab has all of that information. MLK is under weekend, spring break is under here. So any questions about the basic nitty-gritties of tracking your hours?
Heather, I need you for 5 minutes, so Heather's going to hang around and you can answer some if they have some individual questions. Thank you so much for that. Okay, one more thing, Heather. What about students who do not have transportation? Are there some on-campus activities?
Yes, so the way that you will find those is that, remember that these are very limited. So if you need opportunities that provide transportation, again, sign up for those sooner rather than later. They should be posted within the next week. But you'll come in and you'll select a filter, and you will choose interest. And under interest, there's a transportation provided or no transportation needed. Once we get the database updated next week, there will be more options. SAVE is a student organization called Students Advocated for Volunteer Efforts. They take a minimum of 2 trips per month where they provide transportation, and that gets about 3 hours out of the way at a time for volunteerism.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you. And listen, if you need transportation to the etiquette lunch or dinner, you are welcome to ride with me. And you've got to go to a professional organization meeting. So Dr. Venable and Dr. Shute on campus go to the Rotary meetings. You can accompany them. Dr. Dietrich from the Wright School of Business goes every Monday to Kiwanis, and you can accompany him. So let us know if you need transportation. We'll help you arrange that. I need to introduce a couple of folks. Well, one in particular, Ms. Rafi, who checked you in to make sure you were old enough to be in the class today. She's helping with the course. She's our our operations coordinator, the Wright School of Business. Our assistant, Tina Cavallera, also helps us, but Ms. Brady is going to be your point of contact for the course. Some of the things you're going to need in terms of supplies is your business cards and your pad folio. Who do I give a pad folio to? Hold up that portfolio so we can see it. You've got those in business communication. Yeah, you got those. So make sure you have those. If you need more business cards, the detail on how to get those is in the syllabus. You're also going to need a thank you card, because when you complete your mock interview in the community, you're going to send back an email that same day, but in your best cursive handwriting that you haven't used in eons. You're going to handwrite a thank you note. You're going to take a photo of it, take a JPEG, and you're going to copy Miss Rafi on that too, so you can get credit for that. But you are going to send a thank you note. She has them in her office. We're upstairs, she's in room 241 of the Roberts Library, so we'll have plenty of thank you cards for you. All right, I want to give you a 30,000-foot view overview of the course. So look with me at your syllabus, which I copied for you, so you have this nice check sheet on page 6 to know what in the heck's going on. So here's how the course works. If you come to the face-to-face class, Ms. Rafi's going to scan you in with your ID. We are going to give you credit for that day. You don't have to take the online quiz for that day. If you're busy, you're working, or you just say, I don't want to go to that awful class, you can watch the video. So we'll take a video of each class, we send it to YouTube, closed caption it, send it up to the course website. If you don't come to class, you've got to watch the video and take the quiz for the class meeting. So your choice. I hope you'll come and be with me, though. I like seeing you. We've got some great guest speakers. But look on page 6. Here's what you've got to do by January the 14th. Everybody's got to go online and take a syllabus quiz to make sure you looked at the syllabus, and no excuses since I copied it, right? There you go. And by January 14th, I want you to upload your resume and a cover letter. Just write the cover letter like you're applying for an entry-level job in your career, and you're going to send that up to Georgia View. There's a Dropbox folder for that. Hopefully they were nice and edited from your business communication class, but guess what? I'm going to take a red pen to them too. We want them perfect, because any typos, any misspellings, any formatting, that's what somebody's looking at, and that reflects on you, because they think, oh my goodness, you don't have attention to detail if you've got a typo, and that's not right at all. So we want to get these perfect before we send those out. Some mandatory events, your career fair on March the 21st. That's on page 14. You may want to stick that in your calendar. That's March 21st from 1 to 4. You don't have to stay the whole time, but you do have to be in business attire and bring your resume, because hopefully somebody will love you and give you a job on the spot, right? You'll be moving to a beach somewhere and make millions of dollars, and we'll name the next business school after you. So that's what I hope happens. So we'll see, right? You have to attend a professional business meeting, so Rotary, Kiwanis, an accounting organization meeting. What we want is you out in the community interacting with business professionals who might be your colleagues in the future. When you go to those events, and way before you go, we're going to perfect your handshake and eye contact, and you'll be perfect at that before you go. But on that assignment, you're collecting 3 business cards. You're going to make a little copy of those as well and load up to the course website when you go to that. You just waving back there. Okay. So don't forget that. You're going to a business event. And then the mock interview. So we've got the nicest group of folks in the Dalton community, and they said, hey, we're paying it forward. We want to help you with a mock interview in your field. So you're going to dress up, take your resume and cover letter, and go to their organization, and they're going to interview you. And then once you leave, they'll complete a quick SurveyMonkey survey about you and send me the data. Ms. Rafi will match you up with a company based on your major. She'll be sending you out an email sometime in early February. Okay, about who that company is going to be. So in March, February, March, you'll go and interview with your company. That's when you email the thank you note and write the thank you card to them. If you do a good job on that, stranger things have happened, but some people have been offered a job on the spot, even though the company didn't always have a real job. They've been so impressed by some of our graduates, so who knows what could work out from the mock interview. All right, let's talk about the etiquette dinner. Look on page 19. If you put this in your favorite GPS software on your watch, you will get very lost going to the farm. This is Bob Shaw's private country club. They let us go there to have the etiquette lunch and dinner, but it is not right if you try to get there on Google. You won't get there, you'll be terribly late. So you will need to highlight those directions that are in your syllabus to get to the etiquette meal. You can either come to the lunch on Wednesday, the dinner on Wednesday, April the 3rd from 4:30 to 7, or the lunch on Friday, April the 5th. And it's from 11 to 1:30. There's a SurveyMonkey link, so look at your calendar and see which one you want to go to. If you have dietary issues, it's usually grilled chicken, great veggies, a nice salad, tea, coffee, water, and some sort of pie or ice cream. But if you have some dietary issues, you need to email Ms. Ray and she'll let the country club know. It's also part of the survey. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so those are sort of your activities in a nutshell, but a lot of people say, oh, there's a lot to do in this course. Well, we got to get ready for you to take over the business world. It takes just a little bit of polishing, but it is a fun journey. It is my privilege to guide you on this journey and turn you from business students into business professionals, and I look forward to working with you along the way. We've got such a great team at Dalton State. Ms. Connor's got one more
One
thing.
last thing, the Boys and Girls Club, if you're interested in working, volunteering there, I have the forms that you need to fill out, so pick these up, and if you're interested in VITA, I'll get a piece of paper and I'll take your email so I can send you the info.
Okay, here's what we're going to do as you leave. Put everything away except your sheet for Ms. Connor and your data sheet. We're going to pick those up from you, and I'm going to send you by rows down this side of the room. Ms. Rapey's going to assign out a shirt to you. So, just two other quick things. When you are uploading or sending your thank you note, make sure that you also take a picture of a self-addressed stamped envelope, or, well,